Hey guys, Brian the Shaving Geek here with another episode of my shave of the day. Today I had the opportunity to try out a new artisan, somebody that I've never tried before, and so excited to tell you all about it. Let's get down to it. First of all, as you can see, the upper lip and the chinny chin chin are growing out the start of this year's Movember facial hair. Gonna try going for the Van Dyke this year. We'll see if it works out or not, but that's my goal. So stay tuned. I'm going to be posting selfies one a day throughout November and beyond, so you can see the glorious facial fur that I grow as a mustachioed douchebag hipster. MDH. I think that's what we're going with. Anyhow, all right. So today, I'm just going to get right down to it. For my brush, I used the Sterling Kong. You know I love it. Enough said. For my razor today, I did get out a razor that I haven't used in a good long while. In fact, I'm going to be visiting some of the razors that I haven't used in a while. When my brother-in-law Al was here, he actually asked me about some of the razors and wanted to get some more information and kind of get up to speed on razors. So I pulled out my collection, and there are just some razors I haven't touched in a long time. Just because the way I have them displayed, they're kind of towards the back and not easily accessible. And so because of that, I'm going to actually look at displaying my razors a little bit differently, because I have a tendency to just kind of gravitate towards, 4, 5, maybe 6 razors and use them over and over and over and over again. But this is what is called a star razor, and I have 2 of these. I've got one that has a handle that, if you look at it this way, actually does look like a star, and then this one here. And you know what? I absolutely love these razors. Fairly cheap. I think I paid $1 for this, maybe at a junk meat kind of thing, antique show kind of junk shop thingy, flea market-ish kind of thing. And but this is a great shaver. It reminds me quite a bit of the, maybe a Gillette Fat Handle Tech. It's a mild shaver, but it's really comfortable, and I really, really enjoy it. And it's got a nice heft to it. It really does. So if you're out and about and you see a star razor, I would highly recommend you pick them up. Again, they're not as highly collectible. They don't seem to be as highly collectible as a Gillette, but a great razor, and I really enjoy them. And so recommend them. Don't remember what kind of a blade I've got in here, actually. What did I use? It's a Persona. That's what I used. And so really enjoyed using that this morning. Now, on to the soap. I received a pass around from the Shave Market. It's been a while since I've done a pass around. And I received a pass around yesterday of Cooper and French soap. Now, honestly, before this pass around went up, I had never seen or heard of Cooper and French soap. Seems like they're a relatively new artisan. Not even quite sure when they got started. I actually went to their website and took a look. It seems to me like right now they have 3 different scents: Fresh Start, Sandalwood and Amber, and another one that they call Rum Runner. It seems to me that they offer their soap in 2 different formulas. This is what they call their traditional shaving soap, and it is a tallow based soap. And then this Sandalwood and Amber is their vegan formula, and is just that. It's their vegan formula. What I used this morning was this Fresh Start, so with the traditional shaving soap. Before I talk about the soap and the scent, though, being that they're a new vendor, or at least a new vendor to me, one of the things that I like to talk about is packaging and presentation. So, what do I like? Well, first of all, this label and the label on the back are very, I don't know if they're waterproof, if you want to call them that, but at least water resistant. and I think they will hold up well to being around moisture, as is this label on the side. Now you know that I am a big believer in labels on the side of products that are displayed like this, because when you've got it in your shave den, and especially if you have multiples from a vendor, you can tell which one is which, and you can grab the one that you like. In 2016, artisans, if you're not putting a label on the side of your product, in my opinion, you're doing it wrong. All right, so I love that. Fresh Start is the name of this scent. It doesn't really tell me much about what the soap is, and I'm okay with that. I'm not. There's some guys that, they say, well, I don't want any fancy names. I just want it, to be, if it's sandalwood and whatever, that's what I want it to say. Kind of like this sandalwood and amber. I'm not like that. I don't mind the names, even the goofy names, as TSE calls them from Katie's Bubbles. I love it. I'm okay with it. The peg leg nickels, the pirate theme that Beaver Woodwright, but now it's a Black Ship Grooming Company has. The deal that of the virtues that Soap Commander has. I'm good with all of that. But if you're going to go this route with a name like Fresh Start, then there has to be a way for me to tell what the scent profile is. And they do that on the back of this label here. And so what this says is Fresh Start is an irresistible blend of herbaceous lavender, vetiver, balsam, cedar, amyris, which no idea what that is, patchouli, and geranium essential oils. So great. Excellent scent description right there on the back, which I like very much. You've got the instructions. So much about this to like. Overall, distinctive, kind of the scroll thing, simple, clean lines, no problems there whatsoever. From the labeling perspective, they're hitting all the marks. But it's a tin. And I will tell you, I will show you, and I will remind you why I do not like tins. Right there. That's why I don't like tins. You drop a tin, it just starts looking cheesy. This one's already been dropped once, and it's already got a ding in it, and I'm the first person in the pass round. In fact, I should have looked up who was the last person in the pass round. Whoever's the last person in the pass round, I would love to see what this looks like when it gets to the end. After it's been shipped around and banged around, I would love to see what these tins look like. So that's my only complaint, is it's in the tin. I'm just not a fan of the tins. Now, would that keep me from buying a soap? No. You can see I've got tons of tins in my den. Dr. John's comes in tins, but I would much prefer to see these in plastic. But that's just my opinion. But now, how did this perform? Well, first of all, the scent. Okay, we read the description here. And interesting, herbaceous lavender, vetiver, balsam cedar, amyris, patchouli, and geranium essential oils. How does it smell? Well, whew, it's pretty good. The name is an excellent name, Fresh Start. This is a very fresh. It's a very fresh scent. It reminds me a lot of what you would expect a dryer sheet to smell like, or kind of fresh sheets that have been laundered. It's just a very nice, clean smell, and I really enjoyed it. Scent strength on this, I would say it's probably about in the six-ish range. No problem whatsoever picking it up off the puck. Not the strongest soap I've ever smelled, but definitely not the weakest either. And again, no problem picking it up at all. It's a fairly, I would say it's a medium soap. I definitely press it into it. I can indent it, but it's not a crope, but it's not a hard one either, like my WM Newman that I could, pretty much drive a nail with that puck. It loaded easily. lathered easily, even though it's a tallow-based soap, and sometimes I struggle with those. No problem whatsoever loading, lathering, using this. Felt good on the face. Did it have the best post-shave feel I've ever had? No, but it was definitely adequate, and it did the job, and so I really, really enjoyed it. I do believe that this is, and I could be wrong, you can go check it out on their website. I think it's $18.99 for a 4-ounce soap, which is not bad. It's definitely leaning more towards the upper end of the spectrum, but definitely not bad. And so it's something that you may want to check out. I really enjoyed using it. Looking forward to trying out the vegan formula, and we will see how that goes as well. And I will talk to you a little bit more about the scent on this and whatnot when I do that review. But overall, really, really enjoyed this today. Finished up with some fine, fresh vetiver, and I complimented it, very well. And I love the fine after shave. So that was my shave this morning. 2 passes. Again on the cheeks, underneath here. DFS this morning. I was not looking for it. I'm never looking for BBS. So 2 passes with the grain, across the grain. And now growing out this fabulous, it's going to be some fabulous facial fur for the November and all the way through the first day of spring. So until next time, Brian the Shaving Geek here, reporting live from my shave den, wishing you a lifetime of happy shaves. Have a great day, everybody.